Good morning. It is Monday. I've lost track of the days, kind of like last night, this morning. All been a bit like that. But it is Monday. I've checked the calendar, and it's time for another This Five Live. So I've got a few things I'm going to go over today. The weekend's boot fairs. Not the best, but you can only try your best. Cinema Music is in. I thought I would catch his eye with a Stinky update, a torching video. It will go beyond viral. Well, that's the hope, isn't it? But I'll talk about that in a bit. Got bits of Stinky Doll lying around. That'll be a little clue for you. We've got Dungeons and Joypads in. And Sally's Piccalilli Pot. Good to see you. Yeah, weekend spook fair's not brilliant, really. I mean, it had kind of been stormy on Saturday night, and my kind of nearest one in Hook, my go-to one, had been cancelled. I wasn't planning on going there anyway. I went over to Hayes, which is normally, a good boot fair. But I only got it's quite a drive for me, fair old drive. Other side, dark side of Croydon. And a few dodgy people walking around there with, a few bits and bobs. But I only got about half a dozen bits. So it all seemed like a bit of a waste of time. And I left there at 7:30. I thought, oh, well, I could, stay here for 2 more hours, but there weren't any cars coming in. It would just be a case of going up and down those rows, looking at the stalls 5 times and just wishing that something comes out. So I made the executive decision to come home and enjoy Father's Day. So I came home and went back to bed and dozed off for a few hours. Because it's not only the getting up early that is knackering, it's the walking around uneven fields with like sudden holes in them, which is what it's like at Hayes. But here we go. So I'm going to list some stuff. I'm going to talk about some stuff. First off, how many we got in? 22. That's enough. I need your help. I've had a return. I've had a couple of things, actually. Has anyone ever had a collection cash purchase? Someone buys something on your store. They come around, pick it up, pay you the cash, and then they go off, and then there's a little something wrong with it, which is fine, and agree a partial refund. So they were happy to, keep it, but, I need to do a bit of work, need a bit of soldering work on it. There's no option to refund on cash purchases. So I rang eBay and sort of said, what do you do? Me and the buyer are fine. We've agreed with what we're going to do in terms of like the refund. What he said was what I was thinking, so that was good. But there's no option for it. And they said, well, there's 2. I gave them the option, of course. I said, we have thought about PayPaling, but we don't know if that's the right way. Because I'm going to still end up paying fees on... It was an £80 sale. Rather than... I'm going to be paying fees on £80 rather than the reduced. And I said, my worry is if he raises a return and, the hope is that the refund option is there, that because it's not present on the order, he's going to raise a return and there won't be a refund option there or a part refund. So I didn't want to take that chance. So the lovely lady on the end of the phone at 8:30 this morning said, yes, I agree that you should just PayPal him the refund and get it all detailed in messages. I was like, oh, okay. But what happens about my fees? Because I'm going to get charged fees on £80. And she said she'll do a manual adjustment, 50% on the fees, which I think works out about right. It might be a bit more, might be a bit less. So there you go. If you ever get a local collection and they find a fault and want a part refund, that's how to go about it. So we've got loads of people in. I'm going to quickly skip to Lee, fix it for reselling, because I was working on Stinky Baby. And I was thinking, oh, it'd be great if one of these electronical fixers just did like a repair on a doll or something, because that's what I've been doing. I was thinking this isn't exactly like replacing caps, is it? It's replacing heads. So we'll get on to Stinky Baby because I know Cinema Music is itching to see that. But I'm going to quickly go through. This is all the hellos. Hello, Sally's Piccalilli Pod. Cinema Music, it's coming. The update is coming. But I haven't bought the petrol yet, but who knows. Hello, Di. I'm guessing you're from Wales. I don't know what makes me think that. Peter Stride, Mark Carrick, the locals. I have kind of realised this year how many of the locals watch me. Because I do get quite a few people saying, a few people that this year sort of come up and say, oh, what's your channel? Hello, Pete. Oh, I watch your channel. Somebody who's not local. Blue Harvest Toys, Mark, good to see you. Antoinette, Funky Neil, my eBay out of office is on for the next week. Sing hosannas. Celebrate the day. Julie Pearson, good to see you. Kath E. Dan and Chloe, good to see you. And Lee. And right. Does anyone know where we put the Dr. Martin box set? We can't find it. Have a good look at the place you first looked. And really look rather than just set your eyes over it. Look under things. This is experience from having a wife that I can look for things for like 2-3 hours. And she will go, is anything up, love? I'm like, no, because I do not want to ask her help. I just don't want to go there because I know what will happen. Eventually, I pretty much always succumb and go, I've sold this. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. And she'll go off. 2 minutes later, she'll go, found it. I'm like, how do you even do that? How do you do it? Mark's had an idiot here to report. Yes, so I'm going to show you something. I've got a return. I need your advice. Got 35 in now. We've got the jury in. Pete the Monkey Thrift. I'll finish these off. Did I say hello to Antoinette? I think I did. Diddly, I think I got everyone. Mark Smith. Good to see you. Morning. Right. I sold this. Not a massive sale. £12 or something. A number of times I've had returns on clock radios. Let's get it the right way around. Little clock radio, so £12. That's all right. This might be a bit difficult to do because I want you to sort of see something. Right, I'm going to plug it in now. I'm about to unplug. If it goes dark, it means I've unplugged the wrong plug. Let's go for it. No, I'm all right. Thank God for that. Right, let me plug this in. It does an auto time thing. She's returned it because she says the display is blank. Okay, let me just get this. So there's a light function here. Okay. So it's doing its auto thing. Let me try and get this level. Tuning in. Kieran from Rummage Around knows you now. Yeah, I think they were talking about you on the waffle or the Ricky Lee talks, and he was talking about you, I think. Ricky Lee talks. No one recognises me except for James. Right. Just take a little while to do its thing. I hope it finishes doing its thing. I think while this indicator is on, can I skip that? I'll leave that doing its thing. Okay, it's all tuning in and everything. What she said was the LCD doesn't work. So this is what I want your opinion on. Oh, there we go. I had to press the on button. So I got it back and got it out of the box. I went, okay. Well, that looks like it works. Oh, God, it's gone. Okay. I thought that looks like it works. And I kind of went over here. You'll have to excuse me. That's not the fault, by the way. It's just purely on the display. That isn't a fault. It's just because it's setting up. Okay. And I went above it and below it. There we go. Display. And I think what she has been moaning about is that if you go like from that point of view, you can't see it. Now I really want your opinions. I'm no expert. So it was purely can't read the LCD. So like you have a bedside table. It's normally like next to your bed, isn't it? Yeah, your bedside alarm clock. I don't know who puts it on a. I'm sorry, I am getting a bit of reflection. I don't know who puts it on a high shelf and looks at it from, that kind of angle. I mean, I'm looking at that now. I can't see it there, but I can see it there. So, it's only like, I don't know, £12 return or £12 plus postage, but I am slightly miffed about the return postage. I don't mind doing refunds for changes of mind, but that annoys me. So that's how LCD is. It has an optimum viewing angle. Yes, I do know. I've been Googling it and looking at YouTube videos. Tune it in to Ken Bruce, Popmaster. Is he Popmaster? I think he is, isn't he? 1972. Too late for Popmaster. Popmaster. We get a Radio Times. You ever do Popmaster in there? It's like absolutely ridiculously hard. Apart from the only questions I can answer are the 1980s 2 questions, maybe the 90s. And for the 2000 to present day, which now covers 22 years, the only answer I always give is Ariana Grande because that seems to do quite well. So broken or not broken in the chat, please let me know. If I get a majority of not broken, I will do report a problem with buyer or ring eBay and just go, look, I'm happy to refund. I'll refund a whole $12.99 plus the original postage, but to pay, I think it's £3.60. It sounds daft over £3.60. I'm almost inclined to sort of just go, oh, whatever. But that would have cost me I can't remember how much it cost me, 2, 3, 4 quid, whatever. I paid the postage to send it to her, which is a waste. And I'll be damned if I'd have been buying that and say I bought it for 3 quid, I wouldn't slap another £3.60 on top. I would not have bought it for £3.60. These are the margins. These are the margins. Not broken, not broken, not broken, not broken, not broken. Does anybody think that's broken? Let me know. Don't be frightened. I've got 44 people watching. I wonder if there are some bots in that number. You never know with bots, do you? When I list something and I get a watcher straight away, I kind of think, is that eBay just trying to make me feel good? putting a bottom. Well, probably not, because there are plenty of items without. That's the other thing I'm going to talk about is promotions. Just quickly, I was all about the promotions a couple of weeks ago. I was like, right, I'm going to promote everything up to 10%. I'm doing it for older stuff. I am doing it. And then, what's this? One message. It's from my man who I'm giving the £20 refund. So that's good. Yeah, I was all for clearing stuff. Get it out, get it gone. Anything over 2 years was something like 10% promotion. And then they sent that email saying, we're going to put up the price of the minimum promotions. And it made me think, well, hang on a minute. Let's have a look at the numbers. Let's have an actual look. Right, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to share this. Lee's had a £70 view box back as he couldn't tune it in using a cheap aerial and said it was defective. I reported and got postage back and sold it again within 2 days. Yes, it's good. I think I will report it. The LED that's not there is broken. The LED that's not there is broken. Well, Kathy, you've already said it's not broken. I don't know if you're talking to me there. Either radio broken, customer's bed on acute at side angle, worn bedside carpet, or subsidence. Right, promotions. So I was kind of like, oh yeah, if you want to help sell your listing, promotions help, increases the people who put eyes on it, and that increases your page views, and that'll increase your sales. And then I thought about it again, and I looked at my numbers. So I'm going to share this, if I can actually manage to. What's the share? There we go. Okay, I'll get rid of me. Okay, so when I start a promotion, normally I'll go into this screen, which is your impressions, page views, or whatever. And I look at this light blue thing and I think, oh, look, the promotions are really working. They're having an effect. This is probably where I decreased all my promotions to 1%. But oh, look, if I didn't do all this, it would just be this little blue thing here in the impressions. Now, why is... Oh, what's happened there? Roadcat Swarm. Let's get back to me. It's no surprise that there's this huge, great, big blue bar for impressions, because all eBay will do is sort of splat a link to your item in a search. Yeah, you might come up on a search, but it'll also be like a Google Ads, similar items. It might be an external web page just come up. Someone's opened a web page, is like, oh, there's a thing down there for a Bop It, from Pete Cummins. I'm not looking for that, but it's there. So that just gets splatted around anyway. Now, the useful bit, the bit that really did it for me was like this second graph. Okay, well, how many actual page views, people going into the listing, clicking on the listing am I getting? And you look at the promotions here, from, this is quite impressive on the first one, to, actually, all of my page views are actually coming from people, not clicking on that splattergun approach of just, putting a link to my listing everywhere. And then going on from that, how many actual sales am I getting? Let's move the bar down again. Well, look at this. I've had 2 days of no sales. Horrendous. I'll talk about that later. But here, like today, okay, well, one has gone on or promoted. All mine are at 1% now, by the way. One hasn't. Very, very few are going on promoted, really. And there's no saying that, if they hadn't been promoted, I still would have got those sales. So the first thing I'm doing is, and when you look at this sort of middle area here, this was on, like a lot of my store was on 10%. Over 100 listings were on 10%. Not doing anything. So I'll be blown if I'm going to try a 10% listing. It's all been put down to 1%. May even be taken out altogether. One thing I am doing though, and I would recommend it, is I've woken up this morning. I've taken 10 items off my store, put them in the review pool. It has about 40 listings in. I do this every day. So 10 listings go in, and then I've gone into that pool of listings that have been removed, 40 listings, sorted it by the ones I took off about 4 days ago. So I'm looking at those, cut the price a little bit, made a little alteration to the photo, normally just a crop or something, just to make it different. If it's a terrible photo in there, do it again. Made a difference to the title, just switch things around, like put vintage at the end rather than at the beginning, and relisted the thing. Sold similar the thing. And I'm doing that every day, 10 listings every day. And then it'll be 10 listings, 10 proper new listings today. Right. When I get a watch straight away, I assume it's Pete having those in my store. No, it's not. No, I don't watch it. I don't think I watch any items. Normally, if I want something, I'll look it up and buy it. I think the only things I've ever watched are my own items, which is, you can do that. There's a rumour that helps sales. Laugh, Peter. For the money you were paying for that was funny. Yeah. Ridiculous, isn't it? I tell you what, as soon as I bought it, I wish I hadn't. I thought, why did I buy that? You kind of get the feeling, don't you? Sometimes. But the boot fairs haven't been, bountiful this year. I think there's a lot more people going around. Prices are being pushed up. It's more difficult. There's a lot more kind of, I don't know whether it's like new resellers or what's going on, but definitely like people I used to buy off can't get it off because, prices are too high. Hello, Etik. Good to see you. It is an obvious cash grab. Yes, PvP. Right, we better get onto some listing, but I will give you a Stinky Baby update. I almost did the thumbnail like this, but I kind of thought that would be, I did it and looked at it and thought, that's just very, very scary. So, Stinky Baby had been doused in bicarbonate soda 2 times. This is the smaller one. Been left tied in a bag, brought it out of the bag. Still, it kind of lessened it a bit, but still stank. Been put outside for about a week every day in a blazing hot sunshine. Thought that would do it. No, I didn't do it. So I then thought, screw this. I'm just going to dunk it and wash it. I've had enough. So it was dunked. And what did I wash it in? I think it was just normal, non-stinky washing powder. We don't get stinky washing powder. Did that, put it outside in the blazing sun, smelt it, still a bit there. Did it again, still there. Okay. So I just thought, this is ridiculous. I'm going to take it apart. So I have taken it apart. I've taken it apart. All of the limbs are held in by cable ties. So things like this. Yeah. It's the same thing that is on the bottom of a Furby. If you ever take a Furby apart. I took the body. I ended up with the body, and the body has like a bag of beans. This bag of beans here. It's like in a net bag. It's got a small hole in it. So I've got these tiny little gel-like bits of plastic falling around my office. That stinks. Okay. So I might replace that with something. Round that is like wadding, which we've got some of. It's like you can use it for pillows or toys. That stinks, but I have washed some and you can get rid of the smell. The limbs and the head, I've washed this as well, but this also stinks. So I was hoping I could separate it all out. I took this off and then put it on my mouse mat, like that. And 5 minutes later, I didn't realise there'd still be water in it from when I sort of dunked it 2 days ago. I mean, Liz did say you want to be careful of that because it might go mouldy. She was right. I just left it like that. I went to move my mouse and my whole mouse mat was soaking. I was like, what the hell's going on here? So anyway, it's having individual washes all around it and dunkings. I did a bit of research on them, and apparently they do come with a smell. Like he sort of said, it comes with a light rose lavender type smell. Some people describe it as a sort of lemony rose. To me, it's just like fag ash and Febreze. Is the doll really worth all the effort? No, it isn't worth all the effort. But I do like finding out how maybe you can take one to bits and put it back together. Alas, poor Yorick. Yes, I knew him well. Shall I do some listing? Zizing. Better get working, haven't we? The maestro. It's the maestro. Let's do some listing. Let's list a broken Game Gear. I knew this would be knackered. Checked it out at the boot fair. The battery compartments were corroded. Paid £20 for it. It was top end. Hoping to sell it for double. It's got both the battery covers. Hopefully someone will take it for a fix. I will check. I checked it on batteries. I will check the power supply, but they're always knackered. They're always knackered. Right, so let's get it on. Okay. Soul Steps. It just reminds me of that bloke out of the Avengers Endgame. The Soul Stone. Soul Steps is what's his name? Redface. Hi all. eBay buying pool is very worrying. 13% down. First quarter, 20% less buyers. Yes, my sales are down too over the last. Well, this month isn't great. I'm really trying to push it with the routine. Really trying to push the old stuff. I had set up 32 auctions, which I thought were going live yesterday. I've actually done them for next Sunday, like an idiot. So I'm going to grab all that stuff. There's a load of old toots in there, but there is some good stuff, actually. Some nice shirts. And I'll probably do a video and show everyone. 32 items. And I'm probably going to add to that as well. All stuff which I've had for like over 2 years. And I'd slowly reduce down to under 10. It's all 99p auction. So it'd be interesting. Probably am going to lose money on some of it, but it's stuff that is sort of been bought in bundles and stuff like that. And it doesn't mean anything monetary value. It's a get rid job. I'm going to try 4 auctions. If it doesn't go, then it's being donated. The good thing, if it does sell, it will be a sale, a sale metric on my store. Right, Game Gear. 30 minutes gone, nothing listed. Yeah, this morning I've mainly been packing, so I've packed up 5 things. I've sold similar 10 things and taken 10 things off my store. Sega Game Gear. Conditions for parts not working. Yeah, they sell from like 30, 40. There's one here went for 30 on bids, 31 on bids. Had the power lead, which is pretty good actually. But buy it now ones. I saw one that went for 40. One's gone for it's from the United States. Let me put it on UK only. If I can find it, there it is. Parts only with the box. Yeah, I'll probably go for parts only, spares repairs for 47. That's nuts. 39.99 spares repair. And that one I looked at this morning didn't have the battery covers. I'll try 39.99. Happy with 35. 63 in the chat and only 6 thumbs up. Yeah, well, yeah, and barely a comment on the video ever, apart from Happy Chap. I did quite like this video. It's the weekly comment. I do love the comments on the videos. I do actually love reading them. I'm not just doing it for the algorithm. I like to think that people have something that they've watched that they like to comment on, but only Happy Chat normally. So do drop a comment when the video's finished. Right. Why's my phone buzzing? I hope it's not one of you lot messaging me. No. Thank goodness for that. Right, I'm going to go 39.99 on that. Hopefully that is a relatively quick flip, easy to pack. Yeah, eBay has been really bad, but what can you do apart from do your best, do the things you know you should do, and do them a lot. Right. Does not power up. Small signs of battery corrosion. I will clean it up. In battery compartment. There we go. Spares repairs. That will do, I think. Save that for later. Hi, haven't been here for a while. What happened to the vinegar jar? He went missing. Yeah, absent without leave. I don't know where he's gone. If anyone sees him, let me know. What's wrong with the Game Gear? It'll be the caps. I have done a cap replacement on one before. You have to replace about, I think it's about 15 caps. Surface mounted ones. It's a tricky fix. It's quite a tricky fix. I did 2 that I did, and one of them still working, the other one not working anymore. It's cap replacement on the power board and on the main board, I think. It's 2 separate boards in there. So there we go. With global inflation, seems folks have less disposable income to spend. Gas, $2.15 a litre here. You want to come over here? Bloody ridiculous. Yes, it's only going to get worse, but let's not talk about that. Yes, it's very, very difficult. Moaning. Good to see you. List. When the sunny winter is over, ever the optimist, Happy Chap, people will be back from the beer gardens and your stuff will be well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Oh, that is a good question. Is he going to answer? We want the chin wags. When do we want it? Now. Here we go. He had the answer. Honestly, not sure. Kind of got out of the habit. He's kicked the habit. Hopefully soon, but need to be more consistent with the vids first. Yeah. I think we're doing vids, you know. You kind of want to keep them interesting. And I found this, like, with my thumbnails, I've done a sort of couple of. I mean, I kind of hate doing the usual YouTube thing, but when I'm constantly putting up List 5 Night Live thumbnail or Back from the Boot Fair thumbnail, I think it all gets a bit samey for a lot of people when they'll just see it and go, ugh. So I did had to leave the boot fair after 5 minutes, kind of implying I'd been kicked out. But in actual fact, I'd spent all my money. And surprise, surprise, I got a load of, well, for me, quite a good number of views on it. And it's that kind of like playing the game you have to do that sometimes puts you off. But yeah, you do have to think about it to keep it good. Right, lots of good comments. Yeah, petrol prices is crazy. You've turned to the dark side. Pete turns to the dark side on YouTube. Take photos. These are all my thumbnails. Oh, no. It is terrible, isn't it? Forgive me, people. eBay. Shell's had enough of eBay. Yeah. Do you feel like doing that? One thing I do want to do is get rid of all the old 2-year-old stuff. Right. Cube Pro 3D printer. Plastic. I can say ink. A man of 1,000 faces. Yes, my Phil Cool tribute. Right. Phil Cool used to do brilliant Rolf Harris impressions, but I don't think you can do that anymore. Cube Pro. I'm going to be doing a Rolf Harris impression by any means. I do sometimes find myself saying now then, and I have to go, oh, no. I don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I can find this on search. Search when I got it. I might try $79.99. Bit of a weird one. So I've Googled it and I've hit shopping. I've Google searched it. I've done the lot. I hope it's not bloody Vera. I don't think it would be. Let's just stick it on and bang a gong. Right. No idea what it is really, but why does that little notification keep coming up? What's that message from that guy? Right, fine. Yeah, he's happy. He did a great Kirk Douglas too. He used to live in Chipping. Yeah, he used to love Phil Cool. I think he got ill or something. He used to support Jasper Karate. His neighbour's skit as an alien is good. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I remember him doing the sunrise early in the morning, spreading all the shapes all around about the paper, the sun. I thought that was very funny. Can you guess what it is yet? We can only focus on what we can control. Oh, well, yeah. Sold a 3D printed Wii board factory cover. All right, I won't get into that. I'll leave you to it. The filament cartridge should go for a pretty penny. Regular filament, yes, someone said how much it is per the length of the thing. So, yeah. Need to clear the card. Yes, that had been mentioned. Yeah, it's a good idea, but I don't fancy it, to be honest. But who knows? Never say never. Got to decant my alcohol. Are you off? I've probably missed where you're going, but you're probably doing a festival. Right, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. How do you do it? Create listing. There we go. I have a feeling. I've just got the feeling. Is it Vero? Is it Vero? How would I check something like that? I know there's a Vero list, isn't there? That's how I do it. I do know the answers to these questions. Q Pro 3D 3D printer cartridge. Is that what it's called? 3D. Tell me what this is. 3D printer. 3D printer cartridge. 3D printer plastic. Q Pro 3D printer cartridge, second generation. Infinity rinse away support. The color is natural. INF natural. INF means stick it in because it says it on the label. 3D systems. 3D systems, or one word. We've run out of suggestions. Okay. Brand. Q Pro. MPN. Is that the barcode? N48. 4846. Soon find out. Number of times I've had MPN. Oh, yeah, it is. Supplies. Equipment supplies type. Extruder, pelletizer, shaft coupler, 3D printer cartridge. Equipment type. Vacuum forming machine, 3D printer. I love it. I love doing this. I love it. Modified item, no. I feel like I'm on bloody Family Fortunes. Custom bundle, no. Country, region, manufacturer, China. China, I guess. China. Don't know. Pass. Unknown. Unit type. Unit type is unit. Continue without a match. What about the other two dolls? Well, the experiments were being done on the small one. The other two are in a bag somewhere. We'll see how the small one goes. Am I channeling Barry White? No, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Marvin Gaye. New. What am I talking about? It's new. Got two of these. Hazy, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hazy. The only thing I get on these days is my clothes. The only thing I get on these days is my mobility scooter. Let's get it on. Filament 1.7. What filament 1.75 size and weight? Filament 1.75 size and weight. What? What does that mean? Have you looked it up for me? Didn't say 1.75 on there at all. Right, skew. We are in week 25. My little rotation system. I'll get to week 26 and then I'll start again. My shot category for this is, I'll put it under media. It's not really media, is it? I could put it under MISC. Have I got another? Household and DIY. It's not really that either, because I have these main categories and then I have 5 things for what promotion they used to be on. Let's put it under MISC. MISC new in Q Pro. Unit quantity 1. Item new. Insert my template. Description. Got 2 of these. If these go for 80 quid each, I'll be well happy. Boom for tenner for the pair. New inbox. $79.99. $3.79 post. Photos to be added later. Oh, I haven't put quantity 2, but I'll do that later. Right, that's that one. Another new thing, which I thought might be brilliant. That good, really. Bring them out and make them part of the show. Is it PLA? Welcome to the world of 3D printing. There's a lot of things I don't know a lot about, as you could probably tell. There's a few things I know a little bit about, but that's pretty dangerous. Is it PLA? Well, I'm going to have to try and look this thing up now. Let me go on the Q Pro website. It's a Q Pro second generation cartridge. Images. Let me have a look at the images. It's not one. It's one that doesn't look like exactly the same cartridge. It'd be great. This is why I struggled with this, because I couldn't find any information about the blooming thing. I mean, I could try and just Google this barcode, but 84084. Oh, hang on. I think I may have. I may have put it into Amazon, but it just came up with 0 images found. 0 listings, sorry. I was one on eBay.com. Let's have a look at that listing. They probably know what they're talking about. I'm trying to sell it for 130 quid. Big money. Brand new unopened 3D Systems filament for Q Pro. INF support material is 1.75. This is the only INF support filament listed anywhere online as of 9/10/20. We have many other colours available. Check our listings. That's an opened box. Is it second gen? Don't know. It's the same. It is the same barcode. 120 quid. I must see how the first one goes. If it goes like that, I'll put the price of the second one to 100, I think. What's $130? Probably about, is that US? US dollars, probably about 80 quid, isn't it? Let's just copy that that rather lovely description and put it in my draft. Zoom draft. Right. We may be going over the hour. God, I've only got like 1.5 things done. Thank God I did my packing this morning. Paste. Right, we'll have a look. I'm not saying all that baloney about it's the only one on eBay, but we'll save that for later. Rich by name, not bad. Right. Let me get back to where I was. Bring them out, make them part of the show. Yes, maybe. Looks like you're off to some festival. I've missed where it is, but have good fun. Yes, the train strike is coming. You're selling a Google thermostat. There's a couple of things I've got lately which I've been disappointed by. Filament will be sealed inside. Well, I'll go with what was on that other one because it's the same barcode. I bought a NutriBullet and I bought it in the box. It was 12 quid. And I thought, well, I've never bought one before. not really the time of year, really. It comes with the bottom section, the lid, the big mixing thing, a cap for that. And it's one of these things where they say, 8 parts. And one of the parts is like, I think there's like a recipe book. That wasn't in there. And there's also a mug with a handle. And they count that as 2 parts. And that wasn't in there. So it is, it's a NutriBullet. And the NutriBullet will work. I need to clean it, which is a pain. And they're not worth that much, really. 20-25. I paid 12 for it. I did get it with 2 pairs of shoes, which cost me £2 each, which I'm selling for 20. They were Gerhurt shoes, which, aren't the best. But when you're I paid £6 for those. What did I pay £2 for? I bought 2 board games off him, and they'll go for about 15. So there we go. Running Up That Hill cassette is going for hundreds. I've probably got the 12-inch of that somewhere. Definitely got Hounds of Love on vinyl. That's nuts, isn't it? It's just ridiculous. Thanks for letting me know. If I ever see one, I'll pick it up. I suppose it's just the... Is it the album that's going for crazy money? Because the Hounds of Love... Hounds of Love was that album. Running Up That Hill cassette. Well, it was a single. Will we be getting the usual bonus features, extended broadcast? Quite possibly. Right, let's do some Shalimar. Not Jeffrey Daniels. What was their big hit that I liked? Gonna make this a night to remember. Jeffrey Daniels, first person ever to do a moonwalk. Did it before MJ. I remember him on Top of the Pops. Fantastic. And there was Jodie, someone who I've forgotten her name, and then the other old guy that made up Shalimar. Shalimar Gulen. No idea how much it's going to cost. I bought this by accident. I guess I'm going to have to put used. I don't think I've ever sold perfume. I've sold aftershave before. How many grams is it? There's no grammage on here. Is it on here? No. It's quite nice though. Let's get you into focus. I'm going to open this up and it'll can't open it up. There we go. I remember when I smelled the boot fair, I kind of thought, that smells all right. I was like, perhaps it's because it's quite a small room. Here. I need to find the old milliliters. Come on, you must say it on here somewhere. There it is. Spot the milliliters. Spot it. First one to see it wins a prize. First one to spot it. First one to spot it. Can you see it at the bottom? Yes, bottom corner, but only in certain light. Ridiculous. 50 ml. 50 milliliters. I'm going to have a cheeky look just to see how many thumbs up I've got. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, guys. Really helps metric. Sub if you're not subbed. 22. Watch that go down. Do click the thumbs up. It does help. Right. Rare vintage Shalimar Gula. £38 new. Condition used. Thinking this might be about 20 quid. Eau de parfum. Parfum. Salt. Come on, please give me one exactly the same. I don't want to have to think about this. There's not one exactly the same. It'll be sitting on the shelf for ages. Ooh. Funky and Shelley. Glastonbury. I've been to Glastonbury once. Decided I was going to go there when I was down the Green Man in Newell East with a couple of mates. We said, oh, yeah, let's drive down to Glastonbury. So we set off about 10 o'clock at night, or whatever it was, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Got there about 3 in the morning and didn't have tickets. And the guy on the gate told us to F off. And then we paid £10 to climb over a burger van and get in. And then I can't remember a lot else about the weekend. I do remember watching Reservoir Dogs. No, was it Reservoir? Yeah, it was Reservoir Dogs as the sun came up. Yeah. Happy days. I think the Charlatans were headlining, which is pretty good. Right. Can't find that. There's a miniature one that's sold. There's a box Shalimar, right, 50ml plus mascara. Someone's trying to get 38. That's about the nearest one. There's some eau de toilette. Right, let's do similar on this one with the mascara. Oh, from France. Oh, Christ. Right, let's do a similar on the eau de toilette. Sell it yourself. I'm sure I do have Hounds of Love on vinyl. I know I've got it. So is it Hounds of Love that he's selling for ridiculous money? It's in the trees. It's coming. I won't sell it. Good parfum. 50ml. Right. I'm going to have to put this under mist because I certainly don't have a perfume category. Volume 50ml. How much do you think is used? It wouldn't be much fuller than that, would it? Hardly used? Please, someone tell me. Hounds of Love, early 1985 pressing, £85 mark. Well, mine will be an early. I think I got it when it came out. 8ml? 15 to 20ml have been used. Really? 10ml? How can you tell? It's amazing. 85% left. Approximately 85% left. That's what I'll put. 20% are left. Right, okay. Proxima oil. 85% left, according to Etic. According to Etic. Contact him if you have any problems. No, approximately 80% left, see photos. Right, I better check this listing because it was nabbed off the toilet. I'll make sure I got it in the right thing. So copy that. Paste that. Do that. Misk Woman's Fragrances, Health and Beauty Fragrances. Change the Eau de Toilette to Eau de Parfum. Volume 50. Well, it's 50 ml originally. This is in the item specifics. So do I put 50 ml or do I do 85% of 50 ml, which is 42.5 ml? 80% left. Better to underestimate. I bet when that Shalimar is listed, it is topped up. No, I can't be bothered doing that. So in the item specifics, do I put 40 ml? Do I put 50 ml? I'll put 40 ml. I'll put approximately 80% left of a 50 milliliter bottle. See photos. Pretty good, isn't it? 20% gone, or 80% left. Same thing. Is it really? I never knew. You never think I was a mathematician. Size type, regular, I guess. Features, stink. Personal, no. Scent, bergamot, cherry, citrus, floral, jasmine, lavender, lime. It's ponk. Scent is ponk. Feature, no, nothing. Right. Used, new or new other. Why isn't there a used? Why isn't there a used? Can you not sell used perfume? A new unused item with absolutely. Why can't you sell used? No. Someone help me out here. Knowing this and looking at item specifics, you're not sure you're allowed to sell used anymore? Oh, you're kidding me. Flipping heck. Well, that's a lesson learned. Let me Google that. The Jeebus. Can you sell used perfume on eBay? Perfume policy. New perfumes must be in original packaging and provide all information as required by Cosmetic Directive, including identity of the manufacturer or person responsible for marketing the product. Well, hang on a minute. How come I looked up used Shalimar? Identity of the manufacturer, composition of the product, use of the product, preservation of the product. The following are not allowed. It doesn't say anything about used. New perfume must be. We generally allow the sale of most new perfume and cosmetics. I think you have to sell it as a perfume bottle and not advertise the perfume, as people will see it anyway. Oh. Okay. So what category is that under? I've had a sale. Ah, some vintage Action Man stuff. Excellent. My, oh my. Collectibles, vanity, perfume and grooming, perfume collectibles, other perfume collectibles. Some items are not worth the hassle. Put Shalimar on the Wicker doll. It can only improve. Yeah, it might well catch fire. Right, vintage Guerlain Shalimar 50ml Eau de Spray bottle used. I don't want to get in trouble with eBay. Perfume collectibles. Used. I was going to try and sell it for 30 quid, but I'm running now. And now I just want to get rid of the bloody thing. Right. Ay, ay, ay. What's the time? Who have I blocked? Think Pete must have blocked us. Have you been saying things? Think you can in collectibles. Let's go back. Think you have to put it in collectibles. I've heard. I don't know where I heard this from, but I've heard a rumor that you have to put it in collectibles. Thank you, Payne Simon. It is in collectibles. I am terrible at looking at chat. I know some people are really good, like Richard Knight will go ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. I don't, and sometimes I might watch a little bit back and go, oh, I know you weasel your time. I'm not going to top it up. What does it smell like? Pee on a radiator? Something like that. Probably worse. Right, collectibles. I never buy used perfume. Yeah, very complicated. This is always flipping Mandy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're having a nice morning. Lovely day. Do remember to click the thumbs up. How am I doing after my little terrible subtle prompt? Oh, 6 of you did click the thumbs up. Fantastic. Right, moving on. I've sold these a few times. Curl Secrets. Good old Indy put me onto these. Indy chick. Bit of a polo. I think I've got two I've got to put on. Come into contact with the skin like used clothes. I wouldn't buy used perfume. Too worried about anthrax. This is better than 2 Hancock. Lady, don't fall backwards. Right. Curl Secret. I've tested this myself on my own hair. No, I haven't. Fabulous Curl Secret. Yeah, I saw Maria Clark, who sometimes tunes in. She grabbed one the other day. I thought, damn it, I wanted that. But there you go. Got to be quick round here. Let's have a look at the solds. Oh, they come in all different colours. I don't think they used to. Let's have a look at the bite nows. about 20 quid. One went for 30. I think they used to be higher. Mine is boxed, but I do want to sell it. 15.15. Mine's in very good condition. Do I go 25? There's a whole load for 25 like a while ago, and then all the latest one seems to be around about 20. I'm going to go for 25 with postage. 20. £60 on an offer. Weird how you get things like that. I think it's going to be £20. But I won't take an offer on that. I should go for 20. Should do. That's the hope. Not much on the title for some of these. Oh, here we go. Baby Bliss 2667U Curl Secret Hair Curler Electric Auto Curling Ceramic Styling. I will nab that title. Thank you very much. Have I missed anything? Getting very late. Yes. PvP's in Canada. After decades. I've only been on YouTube for 3 years. Maybe it just seems like decades of listening to you, Pete. I realise that you sound like Boise, a large cognac. No, Boise sounds more like this, don't I? Dale, you want to be a millionaire? That's Boise. That's not me. I don't know what I sound like. That wasn't a bad impression, actually. Perhaps I'll do a whole live impressions. Marlene. Skew is the date backwards. You probably all know that, and I put in the week number. Some toys and games. Why does it keep coming up like this new listing thing automatically puts it in the wrong category? Tested and working, which I will be doing a bit later on. Excellent condition. I may well be adding to that a bit later on. I'm going to do one more item and then I'm having a cup of tea. Got one more thing to pack that has to go today. I've got all the things that have sold. So nothing sold yesterday, but I've got everything else. I've got about 20-ish items. So I packed 6, got another about 14 to pack. 3-day dispatch. This is the wonders of 3-day dispatch. Save that for later, then I'll do the photos and get these on. Nice impression. Thank you. If you like that impression, do click the thumbs up and share, like, and subscribe. And all that jazz. Hope you're well, sir. Yeah, not too bad. While I'm here, though, I'm on the late night live. Me, Derek, and Nick Hills sending lots of resellers off to sleep in the midnight shift at 9:30. That was Derek and Nick's idea to do it that late. My turn this week. Hoping to get guests on. Waiting for a reply. It's someone who I've ignored here, and they haven't replied yet. Fingers crossed they can make it. So I've got a subject for this week. Any other subjects you'd like us to chat about? There's a very nice comment came in on one of my videos from Daisy, I think. You know what I'm like with names. Terrible. But I think it was Daisy said, I really like these late night lives. I like, resellers talking about reselling. Both of those parts are very important. I don't like resellers talking about, nothing. Haven't got the time. Not like this. And yeah, I like to listen to resellers. Right, last time of the day. It's a pair of these Gerhardt boots, entry level boot, sell for 20 quid, excellent condition. Got two pairs of these over £6 each, straight up 20 quid. Look at the condition on that. I need to give it a bit more. Gave it a bit of a clean this morning, but a bit more of a scrub up. These are size 7.5. I listed a pair of 8.5 yesterday. So I think I'm going to do a sell similar on my own listing. Why wouldn't you? Oh, I didn't receive a reply. Husty, if you want to come on, I will get you on. Definitely. So got the one on Thursday, and then it's my turn again in 3 weeks' time. Or it's Nick after me. You could sort of say to him, "Can I come on? I want to talk about the Emporium. Building an online brand. Do you want to come on Dungeons? Do drop us comments on the videos or drop us like DMs directly. I'm quite into having people maybe we haven't seen before on YouTube come on and talk about stuff. It'd be fantastic. I was going to list this in. I got distracted. Nest Mini. New inbox, paid £7 for it. Don't sell for that much. I'll quickly look that up. See how easily I get distracted. I tried to look that up on Amazon. I don't think they sell them because obviously it rivals their own product. Here we go. No, 20 quid plus ship. That's all right. 7 to 10, 20. 7 to 20 quid. Don't know how many of them have sold. I'll probably undercut it by £1 just to get it sold. Looks like there's a few sitting around on current listings. Save that for later. I'll come on if you want me to talk about that. Might be interesting. Yeah, definitely. Well, like I say, I've asked someone to be on this week to talk about Amazon of all things, and either message Nick or Derek because they're doing the next two, or if they've already got stuff lined up, I'll definitely pencil you in. It's June, Pete. You need to get out of the house a bit. Yeah, I haven't been out this morning. Have I been out this morning? I had breakfast outside, which was quite nice, and then I realised it was absolutely freezing cold. But yeah, I'll be out later on. I'm out most days. They do let me out of the house. It's like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest when I get out of the house. Hijack a bus. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. Aye. Right. Where's my old listing? There they are. Listed it last night at 10 to 7. It's had 3 views. It's not promoted. Sell similar. Not a phone, is it not? It's on speaker. Hello. Right. I am going slightly mad. Geller walking boots, men's UK, size 7.5. That might be a little bit tricky for a man, but we'll see. I think the guy bought them off. They were his kids, which kind of makes sense. But these are not kid sizes. It's man's boots. It's man's man. 7.5. Main colour is grey. Is it made in Indonesia? Yes, it is. It made in India? Does it matter? Yes, it is made in Indonesia. EAN. Oh God, it's a different EAN. Oh no, hang on. 222 62751. 222. Lumina, come on, sir. 6275. 6275. 1. Yeah. No match found. 2182772. 2182772. 262751. No match found. Plus, that's not the EAN. I think I'll just delete it. For God's sake. Great condition, hardly anywhere. Boom. Photos going in about 10 minutes. Small parcel, $3.79. Save for later. I'm done. Thank God it's over, you'll say. Do give it a thumbs up. Do sub if you're not subbed. I have actually been doing okay on the subs, and it makes me very happy, when it goes up a little bit. Makes it all worthwhile. Remember that new pair of trainers you had? Grass and gravel all over the soles? No, I don't. Cinema music. I don't. He's on me today. He's on me. He's not letting up, the lad. Right. Can you hear me? Hello? Have I ignored you again? No one else wants to hear me talk about reselling, so it would be a pleasure. Yeah, we'll get you on, definitely. You went on someone else's. Was it Richard? I think it was Richard. Because I was saying you weren't how I imagined you. You didn't look how I imagined you looked. I thought you'd be like like some sort of London market trader, and you were a mild-mannered lad. Yes, I think I remember that. Yeah, nice life. Yeah. Anyway, 20 minutes over. I will see you on Thursday, definitely. I'll try and do another video, maybe about... There's a few things I want to do videos about. It's just the fact that I need to get around to it. I did think you were Del Boy, yeah. God knows why. I always get the impression of people in my head from the name. It's like... who did I think was a lady? Someone will remember. I can't remember it now. It was Tea Cakes. Dave. Big Dave. It's like Barbara out of League of Gentlemen. Dave. Yes, it was you, Dave. Hello, Dave. I thought you were like Barbara out of League of Gentlemen. Yeah, the mistakes you make, eh? Do you sometimes look at some of these names and wonder what they're like? Kathy, what's she like? Who knows? Mark Tyler, the man of mystery. Who knows? There's a few people I do know what they look like. All the local people from around here. Right. Tea needs a brewing and then a drinking. I'll catch you all later. Have a brilliant week. I'll see you later.